Hello, my name's Lukas Pортман, I'm 19 years old and I'm answering Vogue's questions. There's a lot I value in my mother and there's so much she's given me which I'm so thankful for. One of the things is my mum's determination. You know, when she starts a project, she gives it her all and she won't stop until it's perfect. I think the best advice my mum ever gave me is to never take for granted what, you know, you've got, but also what people do for you. I met Barbara Palvin this year, and I was, you know, I came to my friend Konstantine's house, and I didn't know she was going to be there. And I walk in the door, and I open the door, and I see her, and we sit down, and I'm just here like, okay. And then we start playing a board game. It's like a game where you roll dice and you create a story. And she was hilarious and funny and, you know, a sweetheart. So the most common question I get asked is probably, how tall are you? Do you play basketball? All the time. And I'm sure for all the tall people out there, you can relate that it's enough to drive anyone crazy. For anyone wondering, I'm 195. I'm not 2 meters. I didn't pass the mark. It's fine. I don't care. Sasha Sushkis. Sasha что-то сушки. Штуки Sasha. The last track I played was Face by Brockhampton. I just discovered that song and it is so good, and Brockhampton is so good. And I also was listening to I Was Made for Loving You by Kiss. My first job, shout out to Olivier Roustin, was the Balmain catwalk. Oh my God, I'm about to stand there and thousands of people will look at you for 1 second. In that 1 second, you cannot screw up. I grew up in the countryside in West Sussex, and it was just the most amazing place to grow up. I was surrounded by nature, and so I've always loved butterflies. I think something about their shape and about their elegance and, you know, how fragile they are, but, you know, when you take them and look at them, how bold they are. So the shoe itself was actually inspired by a mix of these urban aesthetics with rural inspirations. That's the tagline of Fashion Baby. And so on the shoes, we were inspired by a swallowtail butterfly. That's what the teardrop at the bottom is. On the soles! The shoe shape was inspired by 2 shoes, the Air Max 1 and the Nike Dunk Low. And what I loved so much about these 2 shoes, but especially about the Nike Dunk Low, is that, you know, while it was first for basketball, it's now being used for skaters. I just love this skater culture so much. That's why, you know, so many of the details of this shoe are made to adapt to skaters. The sole is much harder than a normal shoe. The ankle area is extremely padded so that it supports the ankle no matter what position you're in, and it's comfy as hell. One of the memories which stick out to me from the trip to Russia on the Russian holidays, I don't remember the name of it. Can I call my mum? Come on, don't leave me like this. Mama?
Yes, living my best life.
Of course. Mate, I have a quick question. The place where I abandoned you on the train during Russian holidays?
Беломор канал.
Can you say that again?
Беломор канал.
Беломор Canal. Okay. It was very emotional going there and seeing everything, and they were telling me the stories about what happened, and it's. I really urge you to read about it because I feel like, you know, at least around the rest of the world, no one knows about it, and it's scary. I think that millennials, they understood that there was a climate crisis. You know, it's hard to change when you don't grow up like that. And I think that's the key difference between our generation and the last. Gen Z not only recognizes it, but grew up in it, actually learning about how we can act upon it. I knew that if ever I was going to start my own project or my own thing, that was going to be the #1 priority. And so, you know, all the shoes are made out of vegan leathers and suedes. They're top notch. I expect adulthood to be a roller coaster.